What would you do if the person you loved most abandoned you in a parking lot, leaving you to face the world alone? For Evelyn Harper, that moment came on a chilly November evening in 2023, outside a bustling Walmart in upstate New York. At 60, Evelyn had weathered her share of storms, loss, betrayal, the slow grind of time, but nothing prepared her for the sting of her son, Michael, driving away without her, his taillights fading into the dusk. Evelyn had raised Michael alone, pouring every ounce of her heart into him after his father left when he was 5. She worked double shifts at a diner, sacrificing dreams of her own to ensure he had clothes, food, and a chance at a better life. Michael was her pride, her purpose, a bright, ambitious boy who grew into a man with a sharp mind and sharper ambitions. But somewhere along the way, success changed him. By 30, he was a tech entrepreneur, flush with cash and ego, and Evelyn became a footnote in his glittering world. That day at Walmart, they'd argued. Michael wanted her to move into a nursing home, claiming she was too old to live alone. Evelyn, fierce and independent, refused. "I'm not some burden you can shelve," she snapped. His response was cold. "Then figure it out yourself." He dropped her off, promising to wait, but when she emerged with a single bag of groceries, his car was gone. Her calls went unanswered. Humiliated, she stood in the parking lot, the weight of betrayal heavier than the bag in her hand. Days turned to weeks, and Michael didn't call. Evelyn's hurt hardened into resolve. She wasn't just a discarded mother. She was a woman who'd built a life from nothing. Then came the twist: a letter from a lawyer. Her estranged brother, Tom, a reclusive investor who'd died quietly, left her a fortune, $50 million. Evelyn hadn't seen Tom in decades, their bond broken by old grudges, but his final act was a lifeline. She clutched the letter, tears mixing with a fire she hadn't felt in years. With that money, Evelyn did the unthinkable. Michael's pride and joy was TechTrend, a sleek electronics store he'd founded, a chain he bragged about endlessly. It was his kingdom, his identity. Evelyn, with the help of a sharp financial advisor, bought a controlling stake in TechTrend. She didn't just want revenge, she wanted to reclaim her dignity. The deal was silent, swift, and ruthless. By March 2024, she owned his empire. The day she walked into TechTrend's flagship store, Michael was there, schmoozing investors. He didn't notice her at first, but the room fell silent when she stepped forward, flanked by her legal team. "Michael," she said, her voice steady, "you're banned from every TechTrend store for life." His face crumpled shock, then rage. She handed him a document, her signature sealing his exile from the business he'd built. The investors gasped, employees whispered. Evelyn didn't flinch. "You left me," she said. "Now you know what it feels like." But the story doesn't end with vengeance. Evelyn didn't keep TechTrend for profit. She transformed it. She turned the stores into community hubs, offering free tech classes for seniors, job training for single parents, and scholarships for kids like the one Michael used to be. She hired Sarah, a young cashier who'd helped her that night at Walmart, to manage the flagship store. Sarah had seen Evelyn's pain and offered her a ride home, a small kindness that Evelyn never forgot. Through Sarah, Evelyn found purpose again, building something that mattered. Michael tried to fight the ban, but Evelyn's ownership was ironclad. He faded from the spotlight, his arrogance humbled. Evelyn, meanwhile, became a quiet hero in her town. She'd lost a son but gained a legacy. Standing in the parking lot of the renamed Harper Community Tech Center, she looked at the stars, no longer feeling small. She'd turned betrayal into triumph, not by destroying Michael, but by building something he could never take away. Was it worth it? Evelyn smiled softly. She'd found her answer.